What is up, Last War family? It is OMFG Joe from server 379. Thank you so much to King Tex for letting us in. We are having a blast. We're loving being in an OMFG for sure. It is that time. I'm going to be upgrading up to HQ32 in just a few minutes here. Wanted to show you guys a couple of things first and foremost. You've got to have you've got to have a tech center all the way up to level 31. It doesn't have to be all of them, just one of them. You've got to have a barrack up to level 31. You've got to pick a missile tank or aircraft center and take it up to level 31. I would pick whichever one is your S1 and go with that, or whichever one you've already taken up to level 30. And then you got to take your wall up to level 31. And then, of course, you got to have the tech done. Then it costs $2 million in oil, 1.5 G in iron, 1.5 G in food, and 509.6 million in gold. So, with this upgrade, let's go look and see what it did for us. So, it got us up to 14% on our research speed, which is great, because you had to do that, so you might as well, right? Barrack 31 was able to get you up to an extra 5 on your unit training cap, which is great as well. So you get 5 more heroes inside of there. Any reduced time? No reduced time. So it is what it is there, but at least we know that. You had to do the wall. The wall used to be completely useless, but the wall's not useless now. It's at least, you have some durability in there now. So slows durability loss when burning, went up by 1%. Faster durability when restoring, went up by 1% to 31%. Reduced units lost in drill ground is the newest one. That's for the 31s and up. And that is going up by 2% each one when you get it all the way to 35 on the wall. And I think you do have to take it there. You might only have to take it to 34. I can't remember, but I think you do have to take it to 35. It's going to get you up to 10% less dying in the barracks, in the drill grounds, which is great. And then after we start our build, we'll talk about what you've got to do next. And then Missile Center was the other one that you did. You could pick any center. I really love this one because you increase your march for each hero in your attack. So that's going to give you, 3 extra per hero. So a total of 15. You got your missile hero power up to 48. Missile attack went up to 761.9, and missile defense went up to 152.4. The RSS on all of these is ridiculous. The oil is pretty ridiculous too. But once you get to HQ31, you do get that third oil well. Bump that up as fast as you can. It helps out a ton. All right, you're going to want for sure your construction buff. So you're going to want to get, if you're not an engineer right now, you're going to want to make sure you ask a teammate for that. If you are engineering, save it for when you know you're about to do your upgrade. You're looking at 122 days and 23.35 hours if you don't have any buffs. With this buff, it looks like it's taking it down to 45 days. And in just a moment here, which we're almost there, just 2 minutes away from being able to do the upgrade, and we'll get to see what it drops down to. Check out my video about the Alliance Support Hub and how you should use these a specific way to get as much help time off as possible. Thank you again to CFR and RTB and our Alliance for coming up with the math on that again. But really excited about this. Please do, while we're waiting for just a few seconds here, please do like, subscribe, and share. Consider membership. I am now starting where members get the videos as soon as I make them. I'm going to release those to members only. And then otherwise, they'll be scheduled out like they always have been for a release at an hour before reset. I'm trying to give you guys a video at an hour before reset every day is my goal. Which sometimes those are made 3 in one day, just depending on what's important and what's not. And then, of course, for specific events that can't wait, I'll, of course, still go ahead and make those immediately for you guys and put them out instantly, like the what I call the gambling games. But here we go. We're about to start this thing. Apologize for the red screen. We're in the middle of zombie siege, but, it was my time. My time was up, so we had to go and get it up. After we see this, I'll do a screenshot for you guys and we'll save it to see what we've got up next. I'm sure it will be fun, but also probably pretty expensive to see what's next for the for HQ31. If you haven't made it to this point yet, go check out my video. Go and look at the playlist for HQ35 path. That video I made way back a couple of months ago. 100% accurate. Those are all the buildings you're going to need to make sure you upgrade to get yourself up to the HQ path. All right, so we are about 30 seconds out. Really excited. This is going to be fun to see this upgrade happen. I'm really pumped about seeing the increase. It was not as much as I wanted to see, but I do know, well, let's go and check this out. So S1 right now, and I've done some moving around, so mine's a little bit lower than it was, but it's at 41.62. Let's just see what the immediate jump does just with, well, actually, we won't see that yet. I doubt I will push it tonight. All right, so how many helps have I received already? Come on. All right, 10 helps already, so what in the world? So it's down to 35 days, 6 hours with 15 helps in it. So it was likely at, let me go see how many helps I had previous. I mean, how much my helps do, I can't remember the time on it, 37 minutes each on the helps. So 15 helps knocked off about a little bit less than 15 hours, about 13 hours. Off of it, so you're looking at 35 days. Almost, a little over 35 days is what you're going to be looking at for what you'll need in Speedups for it. So interesting stuff. Excited about it. This is going to be a good one. It'll be really exciting to see in a couple of days. This one I'm not going to rush on it like I did the previous time. All right, so we've almost got all them helps maxed out here. You can see how much that's shaving off. It's great. So the total of 29 helps. Let me see if I'm missing out on helping some people myself. So, but those total of 29 helps, and I think it'll tell us on here specifically how much it's shaving off. Time decreased by 5 days, 3 hours and 23 minutes is what it said on there. So pretty cool stuff. So that went all the way down to 30 with maxed out 32 days, 20 hours. So excited, guys. This is going to be a good one for sure. Going to just go ahead and do that for the purposes of versus. Let's see where we're at on versus points now. So 12 million. We'll take that for sure. And now let's go through just real quickly so we know that throughout this process, you're going to have to get your barracks are going to have to go up. Your wall is going to have to go up. I don't believe it's touch the wall again until 34, but if you wait that long, you may be hating it. But we know for certain that your tech center has to go up each and every single time for the HQ path, right? So tech center has got to go up. We know that it's telling us each time so far that you're going to have to pick one of these and take it up. So our missile center is going to have to go up. Once this one is done, my guess next is that we're going to either have a drill ground or a hospital as the next one up. You want to make sure you've got a drill ground all the way to 30 already. So that drill ground is going to cost you this much here. The drill ground's not terribly expensive in oil. I'm liking to seeing that. That's pretty helpful. In fact, knowing that that's likely going to happen, I'm going to go ahead and bump mine. Might as well. I've got the buff still, so I got to do it quickly, but I'm going to go ahead and do that. There we go. So the drill grounds are done, and then we know a hospital 31 is going to be required, potentially 32 at some point. So if I've got it to do it, I'm going to do it, and I don't have enough to do it. So wait, do I? No, not enough, and that's okay. That's the new animation on it. So really exciting, guys. This is going to be awesome to see what this looks like at the end of it. Thank you guys so much for continuing to watch. This is OMFG Joe from Server 379 signing out.